Hello, I am Bentham and welcome to Kingdoms and Castles. This is a game about building and managing a medieval city. It's currently available on Fig. It is in alpha at the moment, but will very shortly be moving to beta. It's massively surpassed all of its goals by a huge margin, and I'm not surprised why. It is really fun. I've had a little bit of a play of it, and I think it's exactly what I'm looking for in terms of a city building game. I often find that city builders can be a little bit too large scale for my liking. I like to manage the individual buildings a bit more than sometimes they allow you. But this is perfect, and so we're going to have a good play of it. So first of all, we need to pick a difficulty. Fairly easy. This is basically a peaceful mode where there's no danger really, apart from if you really screw up, maybe you could starve, but mostly it's fine. In the middle one, we occasionally get attacked by raiders and dragons, whereas in the hard one, the winters are really short, and also it says the summers are hot. I'm not sure if that means anything yet. I haven't seen any particular mechanics as far as I can tell about summers being too warm, but maybe that comes in the harder difficulty. We'll go for the middle one, because then we get a bit of everything, and we don't have to worry too much about being murdered or running out of supplies. So let's go, and here we are on a map. It's always quite cool when games do that, where you press go and then you're like, oh wait, crap, I'm here. It's gone straight into the map generation mode, and we can cycle through a couple of different maps to see what sort of thing we're looking for. Now that I've played a game of it, I have a rough idea of what sort of thing I'm looking for. Not this. I want lots of land for growing stuff on. The different colours of these tiles is actually important. The yellow tiles are barren, you can't grow anything on them. The green tiles are fertile, you can grow things on them. And the darker green are very fertile, you get bonuses for growing food on those. Let's keep hopping through. I was about to say that I'm looking for a map with 2 islands, because that's always quite fun. And then I look around and, oh, they're connected. That's cheating. Let's go again, let's see. Too much going on. Also, these clouds are really cool here. They actually disappear if you mouse over them or you try and look at the ground beneath them. It happens so more in the actual game when there's actual things to look at. Here it seems to be sort of dialed back. But yeah, you never have any issues with clouds being in the way of your city, because you just move to wherever you're looking and the clouds get out the way. Very nice of them. Let's keep going. I want cool islands. Islands are like awesome. You can make bridges across them and stuff. Why are there no islands now? When I was generating before, there were loads of them. I was spoilt for choice. But now it's all one big thing. Yeah, we want an area where we've got plenty of trees and stone to start with. There's a couple of different kinds of stone you can see. The dark ones are useless. They just block your way and are awkward. The lighter coloured ones, that's normal stone, and then the brown ones are iron. Iron doesn't matter so much until like mid to late game, I think. This is a little bit cool. A couple of little islands around the side. We could even start on one of them. Actually, not really. There's no stone on any of the islands, so we would just fail massively and be ruined. And let's keep going. Ooh, interesting. So we get two, like a nice set of 3 islands here. We could start here and then expand out. That could be nice. I was there's no trees, but I was just being blind. There are I thought it was rocked. So this is not too bad. If we stick our keep there and then expand out from there. In terms of land, though, for growing... Oh, there's some round here. Yeah, we can make this work. Let's go. Right, here we are, straight in the middle. And this is where we're going to want to start, I think. Could do with a little bit more in the way of trees around the starting spot. We could actually build, like, back here to start with. Now, I want to build in the middle here. This is interesting. Terrible for growing around here, but this is where we can build, like, houses and stuff. And then around here we can do more farming-based efforts. Oh, we need to name the... Oh, I was about to say we need to name the place. No, we're going with Dragonstone. I was even thinking, this is very much a Game of Thrones style of thing. It's like the fantasy elements come in the forms of dragons and giants, which are allied with wild nomad people. It's like, this is totally Westeros here. Okay, let's build our castle. Here's our keep. Probably want to stick it on some barren tiles, seeing as they are useless otherwise. We'll have it this way around. There we go, and we start with 4 peasants. Immediately what I'm going to do is order the chopping of a couple of trees around here for the purposes of supplies. Currently they're working on building the keep. We got one guy getting on with the tree chopping. There we go, there's another one. Keep is done, and in here we have our advisors. We have agriculture, we need to make farms first to feed our workers. City, we need to build some roads and houses, and military, I am also here. That'll matter more later on when attacks are actually taking place against us. Oh, there's another patch of trees there. Trees don't grow as far as I can tell, but they can be replanted if you build a forester. So the forester will chop down nearby trees and then replant them, so you have a renewable resource. For now, we'll just have to slowly use up what trees we have available until we build that. I was meant to check what these stones were, but now I can't see. Yeah, this is normal stone, and then this is unusable stone. So that's what we'll build our quarries and stuff around. Thinking about it, I should have done my keep one square over, because we want to have a road running through here, but the quarries are built on the outside of the rock, so it'll sort of be in the way. There, it's fine. We don't need to mine it at full speed. There's more stone around somewhere. Over there, maybe. For some reason, the iron didn't get covered in snow. Who knows how that works? Right, our guys are just sat around not doing anything, so let's get on with making some roads. There we go, outside the front of the keep, and then we can start building stuff off of this. And I guess we'll start with that straight away. Let's get a hovel right here. In fact, we'll get a second one straight away, because each of these can house 4 people. At the moment, we're at 4, so as soon as we build one, all our people will actually have somewhere to sleep. We want to make another one so that we can draw in some people to help colonize the place. We definitely need more peasants to be able to make good use of everyone's time, get farming done and so on. So we want to build a farm pretty sharpish. There's a spot here. Not a good start in terms of farming. There's a little bit of stuff back here. Oh, there's a really good spot there, but just there and nowhere else. That's a bit weird. Going in this direction is definitely something we want to do and make use of these tiles over here. What we'll do is immediately start building out in this direction. Might be a little bit much in terms of usage of materials, but now we can build a couple of farms here. Build them on this side. There we go. 2 should be enough for now, I think. Let our guys get on with that. We're probably short on wood. Yeah, we've got 6. I think at the moment it always subtracts like wood that's needed for constructions from wood in storage. So that's how much we have left after all this is done. Already we have these 2 houses built. Not got any new people yet, but every year more people will come by and see if they want to arrive or not. Unable to attract any new residents because the peasants are too unhappy. Maybe that was before we built the house. Look, you got a house now. There's totally a reason to be celebratory. Okay, let's chop down all these trees along here. There we go. That should give us plenty of supplies to be working with. We now have these 2 farms made. Each farm is manned by 1 person. And they follow the sort of yearly cycle, so at the moment nothing's happening, but at some point things will start to grow, and then the harvest will be brought in at the end of this particular year. Which is good, because our food is running a little bit low. We start with a certain amount, so we don't die immediately. And then we've got to make sure to have our food being made before it becomes too much of a problem. We've attracted 2 more people. 3 people visited, but only 2 were happy to stay. 1 person was he had too high standards. He's like, no, look at this blooming little hovel, couple of fields. What is this? But look at this cool tower we've got. There's totally a great reason to come to our kingdom. Anyway, what we want to do is probably build a well. For that we need stone, so we should start working on quarrying. How's our wood supply? Pretty good at the moment. It only takes 1 wood, I think, to make a road, so no problem building a couple of those. Yep, single wood. Bridge is slightly more expensive. For the moment we don't need those, but later on we'll be able to do some cool stuff with that. Let's see, what else? Yeah, if we want to make a house, that's 5 wood. So yeah, not too expensive. Practically 1 tree. Our agricultural advisor has something to say. Our food stores are running low. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. It's growing. Yeah, it really is dropping, though. We have less food than people. This is not good. Currently, though, we have 3 idle people. This is also not good, but in a different way. That is, in a certain sense, good. Let's build a quarry. And get those people to work. We are now up to 8 people as well. As soon as we get this built, we'll start being able to get a supply of stone. I think a quarry has to be built to get stone, whereas with trees, you can just chop them down individually to get a supply initially. Progress is fairly good. We've got a lot of people available to build, and now they've all been able to man this thing. So we'll get stone super fast. We've got 4 people working on it. Too many, really. We have 1 idle person left. Everyone else is working on farming or hauling or something like that. But as soon as we've got a decent supply of stone, we'll be able to build quite a few more things. We'll fast forward until we've got more of a supply. I think this is enough farms to be getting on with. Not 100% sure. 1 farm per 4 people. We're at 11 food. Yeah, we might need more than we have, actually. I mean, we have a person idle, so we can definitely build at least 1 more. Yeah, let's do that. 1 more farm. And I imagine that'll be enough. There we go. Get on with that. What do we got to... Oh, it's the agriculture guy. Worried about food in the winter. That's a useful way of telling that you don't have enough food for the winter. That he always says that when that's the case and people are going to start to go hungry. Right, we're now drowning in stone. I sort of left them running a little bit too long. So next, we want to get a steady supply of wood, so we want to build a forester. We need more wood to make the forester. We're sort of running out of trees back here. I'm a little bit worried. Let's chop down this one, because we want to build a road through here probably at some point. Probably that one too. I think then we'll have enough to make the forester. He's not going to have many trees to work on, but I think that doesn't matter. I'm not 100% sure. From what I've seen so far, it doesn't seem to matter how many trees are actually in range of the forester. Ah, I realize we have a situation. Everyone is currently assigned to something. We have 3 people assigned to farms, 4 people assigned to that, and then one other person who is, I believe, assigned to the keep. I think that's how that works. Not 100% sure. I think that they might be assigned to, like, hauling in general instead. I don't know, but yeah, at the moment nothing's happening, and I don't think these guys are even doing anything right now as far as I can tell. We might have run out of space to store stone. So I'm going to shut that down. These 4 people now become free, and they can go and get on with chopping those trees. Let them get on with that nice and quick. And once we're up to 15 wood, we'll be able to make our forester, and then we shouldn't do any more tree chopping except to clear space when we need to. There we go. So now we need forester, and we could plunk it down right by the water. Probably a better idea to not go quite so close though. I want to try and get all the wood in range we can. Actually, we can't with everything. Probably over here is best. Could be by the sea. Still in range of pretty much everything there. Actually, here looks best. It's in range of nearly everything. I don't know if the amount of trees in range matters, but just to be sure, I'm going to try and put as many in range as I can. Got to build the road a little bit closer to be able to plonk this down. Most buildings have to be built off the side of roads, though with foresters you can move them a little bit further away. But that should be going. It can be manned by up to 2 people. What do we got now? The peasants are mostly... Wait. Sire, the peasants are mostly... Is that supposed to say fine? Just says line. I'm guessing it's supposed to be fine, but we can do better. Try examining a house to see how to improve the peasants' conditions. Food stores are running low, perhaps more farms could help. Seems like we're now recovering, so that's alright. What's your problem? It wants access to a well. Ah, of course. I forgot about that. We need to build a well so that if anything sets on fire, it can be easily put out, and this is a good spot to put it in. Right in the middle of everything. A bit far from that, but we can put another one in somewhere back here at some point. Now what? Build larger houses. Yes, that is the next step, though we want to make sure we're able to farm enough food for that first. So that the well will be built. And now we've got 2 people idle. This has been done and it is now manned by 2 people, so we now have a constant supply of wood. Excellent. It is going to take a little bit of a while to build up. But they're right next to the keep, so delivering it isn't too difficult. It is taking a bit of time. We could build a stockpile right next to it to really speed things up. And we will need a stockpile because there's not that much storage room in the keep itself. We're already 7 years in. The time is a little bit weird here. I feel like it goes a little bit fast for what is actually going on screen, but... I don't know, it might make sense in certain ways. It seems like a year sort of can count as a turn, because I think it's like once per year peasants come by and decide whether or not they'll stay. Actually, no, it happened twice last year. Once the year before, twice the year before that. What, really? Are they visiting every 8 months? Is that how it works? That's weird. Okay, also I noticed that the music gets louder as you zoom in, which makes it a little bit awkward, because if you zoom right in, It gets really loud, but if you zoom right out, you can barely hear anything. And it's gone. Right. Back to normal. Alright. I would like to build another cottage. We need more wood for that first, though. Let's speed things up for a bit. What's the production rate on wood? 16. Yeah, 16 is what I've seen on all woodcutters so far. But I've not yet built one that's not next to at least, like, half a dozen different groups of trees. There we go, that's much better. Let's slow it down a little bit again, now that we've got some stuff to work with. We want to build some larger scale farming operations, methinks. And this is a prime spot to do it in. Let us get a road that runs down here. It's going to use up quite a bit of our supplies. Yeah, I've still got 20 wood left, and then we'll build an orchard here. Orchards are a little bit different in that, well, they take up a larger space, obviously, and per square, I think you get less food, but you only need 3 people to man them instead of the 4 you would need if you had 4 squares of the smaller farms. Also, when it's raining, the normal farms can flood, but these can't, so it's good to have a few of them in case you have some really bad storms for a while. So let's let that get built, and then probably every spare man we have at the moment will start manning it. But once we have this working, we probably have more than enough food supply to get some more people in. So, is it done yet? Not quite. Fast forward a bit more. There we go, it just needs a little bit more wood and it'll be fine. We grow more food than we can store. Rats eat the excess. We need more granaries. Yes, we need to build, well, we need to build a granary first. What I'm thinking is there's a lovely spot right here for it. So let's get one more road, and then build a small granary right here. Which way around is it? This way around. There we go. And now it's facing the road. We got 2 people manning it so far, so it's not quite at full capacity, but it's like more than 2/3, so fair enough. We'll let that get built. If anyone's actually working on it, I think we've got a situation of everyone's assigned again. So I don't know where to unassign people from, really. We still need more wood. Let's actually unassign people from this for a little while so they can get the granary built and then we can stock up more food. And we'll get more people coming in as well, I think. Oh, we need more wood for that first. In a second, we should have enough. 2 more, and then we'll be good. Come on. Chop trees faster. There we go. We can now build a cottage. Which way around does this go? It goes this way around, pretty much. Face out this way. I don't know if the doors matter that much. I think they do. I think the people, when they want to enter the house, they have to go to where the door is. So if it's facing backwards, they have to, like, walk through the building or around it or something. But this will more than double our current capacity for peasants, because a small building can contain 4 people, but a large one can, I believe, contain 12. So we'll go from 8 to 20, which is going to be a bit of a jump. We might struggle for food for a time. But our granary's ready now. As soon as this is built, and the people who were building it are now available for work, there we go. We'll reactivate this so that we can get some more food stocked up before a whole bunch of people arrive. And in fact, we'll queue up a couple more buildings, because there's a lovely spot for growing stuff here. There we go. And then once we get some more people in, and we have 1 so far. My lord, life is good here. Our kingdom attracted 1 new residence. As it is an alpha, there are still things to be worked on in terms of the way the text is written. It's sort of, there's a lot of sort of default, like, fix it in post sort of things. Yeah, once this is built, we should have enough, I think, to feed everyone we'll have once we're up to 20. Yeah, once this gets manned, we'll have enough people to man these, so, you know, it works. It's a never-ending cycle of everything being okay, hopefully. Or you can end up with it going the other way, where you need more food, but you need more people to get the food, so you have to build more houses, but then you need even more food. And that probably means you've assigned too many people to quarries and cutting trees, most likely. Speaking of, our wood supply has gone insane. Let's reopen the quarry so that we can get a bit more of a balance. Because we now have more, we're up to 11. We're getting there fairly slowly. 4 people visited, but only 2 found a satisfactory home. So yeah, it's not great yet. We're getting there. Okay, ooh, another storm. And this is what can cause these things to flood. I think so far we've been lucky. You can see there's water building up in all the gaps here. I don't know if, like, the exact square you put it in will matter or not. Because there are slight differences in, like, the angles of everything. Okay, what should we work on? Oh, we need to make a stockpile, really, which is probably what this guy's going to be on about. Build a town square. Okay, but there's also that. It took too long to store our harvest. Some was ruined by the winter. Yeah, these guys here will be struggling to deliver their food to the right place. This stockpile is probably now full, and so they're trying to take it there, but in the time it takes to get there and back, the food's going bad, so something we could work on. That thunder's really going crazy. That's what happens when you got triple speed. We should slow down for a while. Up to 18 people now and a couple idle. So let us build a stockpile. Probably put it up here because... oh, that's a small one. I was going to go with a big one because we've got wood right here and stone right here, so it makes sense to have it right next to all that stuff. Exactly where is important though, because I probably want to build roads through here. And through here. Or here maybe. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So we'll get a... well, considering we want to have a quarry here as well, we probably want to have a road that goes there. Yeah, we'll do it like that then. So it's a little bit wonky, but you know, it adds to the charm of the place. And then we'll get our large stockpile and put it right here. Should be good. And the quarries can deliver in. The wood takes a little bit of time to get there, but it's not too bad. We could put a smaller one right next to it maybe, but we want it to be delivered into the middle of everything anyway, so it can be sent to wherever it's being used. It's not too bad. Food supplies looking absolutely fantastic. Let's expand some more. Let me see. We want to make it... oh, it's in town, isn't it? We want to make another cottage. Put it there, but we want to make sure we're not leaving like completely useless empty space at the back here, so... we build it like this and then have roads running along here, maybe? Could do a little bit better. If we... yeah, we'll build it here for now. And later on we'll have a road running... well, we can build it now, actually. No reason not to. It's in town, isn't it? There we go. Build this across here. It'll give a better connection between the farms and the granaries than what they have at the moment, and we can build some sort of large building here and then some tiny thing there. We have now got pretty much to the end of the episode, but the last thing we're going to do is start working on some proper defenses, because it is going to start to matter as we get more people in our quiet hamlet of Dragonstone. And we use these castle blocks. So basically the way this works is that it's just sort of modular. You build them in a line, you make a wall, you stack them on top of each other, you make a tower, and then on top of the walls and the towers you can build archer towers and ballista towers to defend your kingdom against evil attackers who want to murder everybody. Now what you really want to do is sort of build these around the edges, and so this sort of messes up a little bit the fact that I've got the farms right on the edge, but all the good land is right on the edge. Luckily, you can expand out your land a bit by building some piers. It does cost a lot of stone, so we'll not do that right away, but what we can do is build some flanking towers to help defend the place. Now we have insufficient resources apparently, we don't have enough stone to work on this. Why is that? We've got our quarry working. Are they just being slow? Easy to get on with things. We'll build this a couple high. Yeah, we're not allowed to make another one yet because we don't have enough stone for it. So hopefully these guys will get on with their work. But yeah, we'll carry on from there. We'll start building probably like... this is quite a nice sort of natural line that we can use, though we do want to build quarries around these. So maybe we'll move it forward a bit and put it like there. Or back and put it here. I think the further out you go, the more walls you have to build to be able to defend yourself. And we will have to fairly soon. The enemy is going to start attacking. We're going to watch out for that. But we'll sort all that out in the next episode. And it's probably going to be the next episode when people start trying to invade us and start stealing our things. You know, we're becoming quite the nice hamlet. We've got lovely housing, nice farms growing, and you know, a lot of industry. It's a good place to be, and people want to steal that rather than come and live here. I mean, if they just asked nicely, they could come and live in the new houses we're building, but they're going to try and kill us, so we'll have to kill them first. With that, I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.